It's the new hit list on iHeartRadio here with Knox joining us. How is the new year treating you?
Honestly, 2024 is off to a crazy start. I did not think it was gonna be like this, but I'm grateful. It has been awesome.
It's coming fast. I feel like
It
life's
is go
coming
it
fast
is
right
coming
now.
fast. Yeah.
When I first heard your voice, like your voice has so much range. It sounds like you've been singing forever.
Thank you, because I have not. So
Yeah.
that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've only really been singing for like properly singing, like recording music. I've really only been doing it for like 2 years. So that means a lot. Thank you.
That's insane. So what were some of the early influences for you in music?
Oh, I mean, to be honest, I grew up hardcore on like it's so funny. Everybody kind of thinks because I have a song called Sneakers, it's like pretty rock. And so people kind of think I'm like a scene kid. But I really grew up on like the poppier side of like scene. Like I love All American Rejects and Boys Like Girls.
Mhm.
Um, and like Fall Out Boy, like, but I never really got into Blink 182 or anything like that scene. But yeah, I like loved that, and then got really into like singer songwriter stuff. Like I love Ed Sheeran, Taylor, James Bay, James Arthur, a lot of Jameses. uh, like Niall Horn, but all that stuff. I just like loved. I just fell in love with like songwriting, and so when I started making my own music, I thought it'd be really cool to make the songs sound like they're these like older rock songs, but then you write them like they're singer songwriter pop songs.
Yes, I was just gonna say I was listening. I'm So Good at Being Alone. Your EP is out now, and
Yeah.
there's something so nostalgic about it. Like I listen to like a lot of hip hop. I'm more so, but I love everything like R&B, pop. But like there was a time in my life where like I listened to nothing but like the stuff that you grew up listening to. Like very alternative, like not
Yeah.
on punk rock, but like in the middle. And I just get that listening to the EP. Like it feels like I'm listening to like something from my childhood. You know what I mean?
I love that. Yeah, that's what me and my buddies that we make the music. That's kind of what we go for, because like MGK kind of brought back exactly what I was talking about, like kind of the emo scene,
Mm.
but I feel like nobody's really like kind of brought back like where's the All American Rejects? Where's
Right.
like yeah, like where's the Gives You Hells of the world?
Yes,
Um,
and I
it,
love this EP so much. Nevermind is honestly personally my favorite.
oh, thank you.
I really get that one on there. But how are you feeling about this project now that it's like out to the world?
Honestly, it's so great. We worked on that. It's kind of the project, like How to Lose a Girl. The first EP was kind of just the here I am, here's what I can do, and then the next EP is like here's what I've always wanted to do, which I think is cool, and it especially shows on. You have songs like Love Letter and We're Not in Love Anymore with Charlotte Sands that are like full blown like rock songs, like huge guitars, whatever. But then you also have I'm So Good at Being Alone and Nevermind, like you said, that are like full blown pop songs. And so I think it's the perfect representation of just all the music I always wanted to make. And so I really think we did a good job on like pushing the boundaries of not like holding ourselves into a certain sound.
That's cool. I feel like you like found yourself like creatively, like, okay, this is the lane that I finally and
Yeah.
want.
Yep, 100%. And I just think there's a lot of cool different sounds on it, which gives us a lot of leeway and room to where like so right now I'm like currently in the studio making hopefully what is a new album or whatever it is, just making a ton of songs. And it's been nice because it's like we can kind of make whatever we want now, and it's not going to feel unexpected. You know what I mean?
Yes, I love that for you. It's crazy that you say that too, because I'm like, yeah, never mind. Those songs are more poppy. Like, but the first thing for me when I heard Nevermind was like, well, whoever's on the drums, I love.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it really does have all those sounds on it. Obviously everyone's favorite, not the 1975.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so genius because exactly you get that nostalgic feeling, but like the songwriting really, I feel like you shined. Like obviously that's your number one, what you started doing.
Thank you.
Like even the references. Tell me the making of the song, like the process that it was for you.
I mean, so it was really so me and my buddy Spencer Jordan, we actually wrote all of the lyrics. Like it was just me and him on an acoustic guitar in an apartment in LA. We had gone out there to write with some people. Um, and one morning we woke up at like 9 a.m. and I had this just what I thought at the time was this stupid little line. I was like, Spencer, what if we just wrote a whole song based around like she said, I like your confidence and like that whole thing. Um, And then once we did the 1975 and everything, we were just trying to see like how far could we push it without like being cheesy, or how far can we push it without honestly like getting in trouble. Like
Right.
I didn't know, like when I showed the song to Atlantic or my label and they liked it, like I didn't know if we were even going to be able to put it out. Like I was like, is if the band hears this, are they going to be like okay with this? It's yeah. So it was like it was very much finding that boundary of like, okay, what is going to be okay,
Am
and
I
what
gonna
is
get in
subtle enough.
trouble? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Just gonna
exactly.
backlash. Yeah.
Exactly. So we were very, very, very meticulous about like all of it. But I mean, there's like I think we ended up making there's like four other versions of the song that are like completely different. Um, and so, but once we wrote the version that exists now, we knew like right when we wrote it, we were like, this is it. This is what it's gonna be. And yeah, and thankfully it's gotten such an awesome response, and people also like really like it because we were super proud of it.
Yeah, I feel like good music is good music. Like it's funny, like even if you go on YouTube, like all the comments are like, I love the 1975 and I love this song. Like this is
Yep,
my
yep.
favorite
I
song.
That was one of the fears. Like I was scared because not the 1975 has such like a intense fan base and such
Right.
like hardcore fan base that I was like their fan base is either gonna love this song or they're gonna
It's gonna come
absolutely
for
hate it.
me. Yeah.
And so
I'm
yeah, so
clear
we
this
were
out
like,
the
let's just roll the dice and see what happens.
How does it because how does it go from like before you were just writing songs?
Yeah.
What was the moment for you where you were like, no, I'm gonna go full on. I want to be a performer?
Well, to be honest, it was kind of like an accident. It was kind of a big happy accident. I moved to Nashville and started writing songs for artists, or just writing songs in general. Um, and met a couple guys that I wrote songs with that they blew up on TikTok. It kind of like it got two of my friends signed, and then one of them I think is still independent, but it kind of gave them a fan base.
Oh my God.
Um, and basically that kind of put me on the map in Nashville as like a songwriter. So I signed a publishing deal in May of 2022 with this company called River House. It's like underneath Sony. They're the best people in the world. First people that ever like took a chance on me professionally, which is awesome. And so right when I signed, like 2 weeks after I signed my contract, I had 7 songs that I had written on acoustic guitar with friends. And I was like, these songs are really good. I'm going to record them and then I'll get them pitched to people. And I recorded all 7 songs and I showed them to my publishers, and they like literally laughed and they were like, dude, you're singing these. They were like, no, nobody else. They were like, you're not giving these to anybody. They were like, you need to put these out. And to be honest, I was kind of against it at first because I just never thought I would be the person to be on social media and like do all those kind of things. It just never seemed like I was that kind of
You weren't
guy.
used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, like it just wasn't my thing. And then they pretty much convinced me. They were like, listen, you just need to make TikTok. We'll do one song. They were like, if the song doesn't do anything, you can give all the rest away. And I was like, okay. And then the first song we ever put out was my song Sneakers. And that, I mean,
Crazy.
like, yeah, like the 4th TikTok I ever posted, I will never forget. I went to bed and I had 111 followers on TikTok. And I posted the 4th Sneakers video like ever. And I woke up and it had like 3 million views and I had like 55,000 followers. And I was kind of like annoyed because they were right.
Yeah, now I guess I gotta be a singer now. You're like,
Yeah, yeah. And ever since then, I mean, everything is just like completely snowballed, and now I love it. Like now I can't imagine not doing this. But yeah, it was like honestly like a big happy accident. And I'm grateful. I'm stoked.
But you can sing. Was it kind of like I just don't care to do it, or like did you like, oh, I could sing? Like did that kind of come to you like, oh, I didn't know I had like this amazing voice?
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like anybody who makes music, it's always in the back of your mind, like, oh, it would be really cool to like be the guy that's up there singing. But honestly, I feel like at the age that I was at, I was 23 when all that happened, or maybe 24. But I had kind of come to the terms with, I'm like, no, I'm okay with being behind the scenes and just making the music. Like as long as I get to wake up every day and go make music that I love with my friends, that's all that matters to me. And so I feel like I had kind of come to terms with that.
So if it
And
wasn't
then
for like that push,
yeah, yeah. And
out
then
of your comfort zone.
Yeah, 100%. And so it's been nice, honestly. It's been really nice to get out of like, it's so cool to be in this position, just mainly because I just never thought I would be. And so I think I appreciate it a little more because of that.
I mean, that's so dope. Like from writing songs to like literally being at like sold out shows and people singing your songs and hearing you sing them. Like
Yeah, that is a crazy feeling. It does not that does not get old.
it's so dope, man. Well, I'm playing the 19, not the 17, not the 1975 tonight on my show. I
Oh,
can't wait
thank you.
to everyone. What is next for you?
Oh, honestly, we're gonna so I have a headline tour coming up. It starts January 30th, my first headline tour. And then I think I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. I'm gonna say it anyway. I think we're gonna announce some more shows. Um
Okay.
which will be super fun. And then we're just making a bunch of new music. I mean, I'm trying to make the best music that we've ever made so far, and I think we've done that. I'm really excited to show people like, I feel like we've set the bar every time we put out a new song, and now it's like time to really raise it and show the world what we're capable of.
I'm so excited. And I mean, not fully on working on the debut, but you are making music.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know
Okay.
how we're gonna roll it out or what, but I'm working on something. Don't worry.
I'm excited for you, man. I know this is like relish all this with the songs that are out now because I know it's just up from here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. This has been so amazing, and thanks for the support and playing the music and everything.
Of course, when you're in the Bay, you got to come by the station.
I would love to. That'd be awesome. We'll make it happen.
All right. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Heck yeah. All right. Good to meet you, dude.
Bye.